Hey everybody, it's Mama K coming at you, also known as Kelly. Um, Coming from letters from Main Street, and today is brought to you by the letter P for parking. So today's rant is about parking spaces for accessibility. Uh, had a little frustration recently where I was trying to get some parking uh, at an apartment building. And, there are only 3 spaces marked for the entire building for accessible parking spaces, which that's part 2 of the issue. 2 of which have signs, one of which is painted with the symbol but does not have a sign in front of it. So legally, it's not a designated spot. So people can park there at their very whims, whatever. That's frustrating, and that's also part of my rant today. People just not paying attention, or they see the signs, see the indications, see the obvious, like parking right in front of the main entrance of the building, even though it doesn't have a sign, but the thing is painted with the symbol. Use your head, folks. Oh my goodness. It seems to be obvious, seems to be clear, but then we're also talking about people who say, oh, I'm just going to be in and out really quick, 5 minutes, no big deal, I'll just park in the handicap spot, nobody will care, right? Well, this person cares. This person cares a lot, because in that 5 minutes that you have decided to run in and out of a store or a building or wherever it is, I am circling around in my car trying to find a parking spot that's at least reasonably close to the front of the building, because I can't walk that far. Now, what happens when you're parked in that spot for 5 minutes is that most likely then I get frustrated and park farther away, which means that I have to struggle through walking a little further than I should. And that's not good for me, because then I have to take like a day or so to recover. So please do not park in the handicap spot if you do not belong there. It seems to go without saying that I should have to say that, but please just don't park there unless you have the tags to do it. It just doesn't. Yeah. Please don't do it. Trying to breathe through this one. Yeah, it's a frustrating thing when you need the spot and it's not there and it's taken by somebody else, a delivery truck, or somebody just running in or out of the place, somebody just not paying attention, whatever it is. We need those spots. And then the part 2 of the rant today is talking about the number of spots. Now, why is it that a building, say, of, there's at least 100 people that live there, why are there only 3 parking spots designated for accessibility? How much sense does that make? And there may be maybe a 4th one that's questionable, because I don't think there's a sign for it. But there may be another one. But still, right at the front door, there's only 3. There's just not enough. And even today, I went to the grocery store, and there are quite a few spots, but just not enough, because I drove around for a good few minutes just trying to find a parking spot that, even if it wasn't in the designated spots, at least it was somewhat close, And again, I walked further than I probably really would have wanted to, but I did it, and I'm feeling it already, and I'm sure that I'll be feeling it tomorrow. Um, I am glad that I'm thankful, not glad, but thankful for my ability to be able to struggle through walking, and I don't have to rely on a very short distance to get unloaded or loaded back into a vehicle um, with assistance that requires the shorter distance into the store or whatever, wherever you're going. So, just trying to figure out why we only have a designated few spots in any place. Uh, yeah, I mean, I could see it if it was a small building and there's like 6 apartments, and maybe only one of those people has accessibility needs, and that they are very aware of that person's needs, and that one spot is designated for them. Um, but in the case of larger apartment buildings, grocery stores, other buildings, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever unless you've got a designated spot. We always need more spots. And it may seem silly because sometimes those spots just go unused. But the minute that somebody needs them, by golly, they're all full. I can tell you that from personal experience. Um, yeah. So that's today's rant. Is just about accessibility in parking spaces and being mindful if you do not need a parking spot. And I did see a reel the other day, which was also directed at people who do need the parking spots, to be mindful if you do not need the van spot and there's other parking spots that are accessible that are available. Please use those, because there are people who need that extra length for getting in and out of vans and whatnot. So, that rant goes to everybody, but specifically to the people that use accessible spaces. And that's all I have for today. And so I'm looking at my timer here, and we're almost at 8 minutes. So 8 minutes of me ranting about parking spaces. I think that's enough for me today. Please write in comments on any topic that you want to see me talk about. I often have guest stars on the program, and who knows who those people will be. But the surprise, the element of surprise, is all for you to behold. So, anyway, letters from Main Street, so that's letters from Main, ST for street, 054 at gmail.com, and I'll flash it on the screen below so you can see it, and it's also on my channel page on YouTube. So, please continue to give us a listen to our other episodes. We've got a few of them that have guest stars on those, and some of them are just me ranting. So, happy Earth Day, everybody, and remember to not park in the accessible parking spots unless you have the pass to do it, because I don't want to be wasting gas driving around and killing the environment doing so. And so, again, happy Earth Day. Have a great day, and hopefully you're able to get outside and enjoy the weather. Bye. Thanks for listening.